Hello Galactic family. Humanity is awakening. There are numerous signs of this appearing all across the planet, signs that are plainly visible except to those who choose to remain unaware or in denial about the true nature of humanity, that humans are immortal spiritual beings having a temporary and limited physical experience embodied as humans. There are indeed many who, being unaware of their spiritual essence, see only the physical world and wish to remain harshly judgmental of those with whom they disagree due to their own intense inner sense of unworthiness, from which they can only hide or escape by projecting that unworthiness out onto others. But, as compassion for others becomes more and more widespread, those onto whom they angrily project their fears are refusing in increasing numbers to fight back or defend themselves. That is an enormous change in attitudes. Love envelops you all in every moment. It is the life force that flows through your bodies empowering you, and even if you deny it or refuse to acknowledge it, it is always with you because it is what you are and you can never be separated from it. This enormous change in attitudes is a direct consequence of so many of you acknowledging your true nature and embracing it. Yes, the world in which you operate as humans offers you many distractions from the truth of this, but in quiet moments, as you acknowledge it, you intensify your awareness of it, and that gives you the strength and perseverance to deal competently and satisfactorily with the human issues with which you all have to deal. Many of you are feeling drained at present because, as your core issues arise to be acknowledged and released, you are quite shocked by the unloving, even violent thoughts that arise into your awareness. You may wonder where they could be coming from, since your intent is to be only loving, honoring, respectful and compassionate of others, and yet these thoughts are present, encouraging you to judge or condemn those you see suffering and in pain, and who you feel guided to assist. It seems insane, very confusing, even intensely disturbing. And it is, but the game of separation that has been ongoing for eons has been very violent and cruel. Within the collective, those thoughts of vengeance, resentment, bitterness, and the desire for judgment, condemnation, and punishment of those who have engaged in violent behavior, and who are responsible for causing severe suffering and pain to others, remain and need to be released for healing of the collective to occur. That is what is happening right now. All across the world there are places in which conflict, severe pain, and suffering are happening as a result of humanity's long-held belief in being right and making others wrong and then inflicting suffering upon them to teach them a lesson. As you awaken, you begin to understand that that kind of arbitrary behavior only builds endless and repetitive cycles of bitterness and resentment, leading to more of same, as your history so clearly demonstrates. Your love, and only love. Those in the spiritual realms keep reminding you of this, and you keep on forgetting, and so we remind you yet again. Small children learn by repetition, and in spiritual terms you are small children, and so you need to be constantly reminded that you are all, without exception, the beloved children of God, until you choose to accept that divine truth and operate from it instead of from the unreal persona that you constructed to present to others while experiencing life in the illusion. The persona, behind which so many hide because they are afraid of the apparent weakness that a tender loving person displays, needs to be discarded because it is a defense mechanism that believes in the unreal separation. As long as you cling to unreal personas, or masks, so long will you shut out the love that is your true nature and live in fear. You are often aware of the false personas that others present to the world while remaining unaware of or in denial of your own. Or you believe you are your persona, as so many do, and use it to appear as a strong and competent adult. On the other hand, most of you have at some time in your lives met and been influenced, even if only very briefly, by someone who operates only from within a state of love. That encounter will have left its mark on you, and you will never have forgotten it because the person seems so powerful and at peace with herself, and you all want to own that powerful sense of self. That state is available to you if you will surrender your personas, your unreal masks, and allow the love that is you to flow freely through you. When you do, you will find peace and contentment, and it is only through doing that you will find peace and contentment. But you are afraid to do so because you assume you will be used, betrayed, attacked, or in other ways hurt if you open yourselves in such apparent vulnerability. The thing is that once you find the courage to try it, you will find that through allowing yourselves to be apparently vulnerable, you are in fact invulnerable. Love cannot be hurt. When you open yourselves in love, you have nothing to hide, you are just you, open, honest, trustworthy, and all feel safe and honored in your presence because your energy field is loving instead of judging and threatening. The awakening process is the decision and the choice to unburden yourselves by releasing the false or distorting masks or personas behind which you have collectively been hiding in fear for eons, and then purely being you. It is an extremely freeing choice to make because, once made and acted upon, you will find yourselves freer than you have ever been, even though nothing in your surroundings seems to have changed. When you go within daily to your holy inner sanctuaries to meditate, pray, or just find a moment's peace, open your hearts in that moment to the love that is ever present there and ask for support so that you may find the courage to be open and loving in every moment during your day. You will immediately feel the support that is offered to you 24/7. Then let go, release your grip on your persona or mask, and the fear it hides, and greet the world outside with a smile and enjoy the response that results. Everyone wants only to be accepted and loved. If you go out lovingly into the world, what you offer will be reflected back to you 100-fold. With so very much love, Soul.